The recent cyber attack on ICRC's data is in many ways the worst case scenario that we've been warning about for years now, and it comes after a couple of other similarly worst case scenarios, like the sharing of biometric data of the Rohingya back with the government of Myanmar. But in this case, it's important to keep a couple of things in mind. First, the ICRC have among the strongest data protection policies and practices in the whole sector. If this can happen to them, it can definitely happen to other agencies, and it might well have happened, but we don't know about it. Second, they've been following a number of best practices in dealing with the breach. They came out immediately to disclose it, and they've really put the focus on the people whose data has been impacted. Third, that the data we're talking about was legitimately necessary data to collect, even though it was sensitive. Reuniting families requires personal data. That's all to say that no data is 100% secure. So it's important to follow responsible data best practices here in order to mitigate risk and reduce harm. Only collect what is entirely necessary for the purpose at hand. Delete the data after it has served its purpose. That is, practice data minimization. I really hope that this crisis won't be wasted. There's an opportunity here for the whole sector to rethink and redo how they deal with situations like this. Knowing that no data is 100% secure and that there will be future threats and attacks like this on humanitarian data, even though it should never be a target, agencies could commit to sharing information with one another about the threats they're facing, the malware that's being used against them, even the social engineering techniques and tactics that might be used to try and get access to data. That kind of information sharing would allow the sector as a whole to understand and prepare for those attacks, and wherever possible, avoid situations like this in the future. Throughout all of this, it's crucial to remember that it's the people who are in the data who are the most impacted here. It's the humanitarian sector's responsibility to protect their rights and their dignity.